Hey, State Farm's here to help, no matter how long you've been in the game.
Game? Oh, man.
Pickles. It worked!
Stop everything and hear this, because what Caitlin Clark has been doing off the court is now just as wild as the shots she pulls from 30 feet away on the court. And that says a lot, because this is the same player who broke the all-time NCAA scoring record, knocked down more than 340 career three-pointers, and made logo shots look completely normal. She became a nonstop highlight machine, forcing defenders to guard her from places no one should even be shooting from, while bringing in ratings women's basketball had never seen before. Over 18.7 million people tuned in to watch her championship game. Big TV networks changed their schedules for Iowa games, and arenas sold out everywhere just to watch her cross half court. So when huge brands started putting her in national commercials, they didn't need to create a fake image. They didn't need crazy editing or over-the-top effects. They simply used what millions of fans already knew. Caitlin Clark can shoot from anywhere, score from anywhere, and play with a level of confidence that makes impossible shots feel normal. And every commercial she's appeared in captures that energy in a different way. From Nike's From Anywhere campaign to the ad that turned her insane shooting range into the main joke, every moment fits perfectly with the image fans already have of her. The Nike commercial especially shows exactly how people see Caitlin today. The entire ad follows one simple joke. Hey Caitlin, can you make it from there? People point to crazier and crazier spots, the sideline, the hallway, the upper deck, while everyone around starts doubting her all over again like it's still 2021. But people still haven't learned that telling Caitlin Clark she can't hit a shot is probably the fastest way to watch her make one. The small moments in the ad are what make it so perfect. One friend points from the corner. Someone else yells from the balcony. Another voice says, "Making it from here would actually be crazy." And then comes the answer, "Whatever. Watch this." From right here. The whole thing keeps building higher and higher until the only reaction left is the narrator laughing. From there. From anywhere. And then comes the final moment. The shot goes up, everyone watches, and somehow it still feels automatic because by now people already expect Caitlin Clark to hit shots that should not even be possible. That's what makes the whole thing work. The humor doesn't feel fake or overacted like some random commercial skit. It works because it's based on what Caitlin Clark actually did during her college career. She really was hitting shots from everywhere. She really was pulling up from 30 feet like it was a normal jumper. She lit up teams like South Carolina, LSU, Ohio State, Nebraska, and Maryland from the exact same spots the people in the Nike ad are pointing at. She knocked down more deep pull-up threes than almost anyone in the country during that run, men's or women's basketball included. Nike didn't need to create fake comedy. They only had to push a real-life game a tiny bit further, and suddenly the entire thing became hilarious. Because millions of fans already had the exact same reaction watching her play. From there, no way she shoots that. And then 2 seconds later, never mind. She made it. That became the Caitlin Clark experience for almost every defense she faced. And the timing made it even bigger. The campaign dropped right around the time her massive lifetime Nike deal was being finalized, which made the whole commercial feel like a message. She's not just making impossible shots on the court anymore. She's winning everywhere, off the court too. Then came the State Farm from the logo ad, and instead of focusing only on her shooting range, it focused on the one thing that became tied directly to her name, the logo shot itself. The commercial basically turns her most famous shot into a real-life superpower. It starts with that same exciting game call energy fans heard all season long. Caitlin Clark from the logo. And instantly the ad flips that moment into something fun and everyday, Almost like launching shots from half court is just another normal part of life for her now.
And Clark from the logo.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Instead of putting Caitlin Clark inside a packed arena, the commercial drops her into totally normal places like a kitchen, a living room, or even sitting around a board game table. And that's what makes the whole thing so smart. Everything she's doing is completely everyday stuff, but the joke is that she's still doing it from the logo. She's tossing objects across rooms like they're half-court shots. Someone reacts the same way fans do during her games, shocked but somehow not surprised anymore. The ad keeps playing with the idea that Caitlin has turned impossible distance into something so normal that people barely even question it now. That's the entire punchline. For everyone else, those shots would feel ridiculous. For her, it just feels routine.
Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
They match. P-E-Z-O-L. Bottom row.
From the logo.
And the most important part is how relaxed Caitlin Clark makes everything look. There's no huge buildup, no dramatic reaction, no screaming celebration after the shot drops. She keeps the exact same calm expression the entire time, like launching impossible shots from deep is just another normal part of her day. That's what really sells the joke. The harder the shot looks, the more casual she acts, and somehow that makes it even funnier. Then the second State Farm commercial changes the whole energy completely. This one brings in Jimmy Butler and Reggie Miller, and instead of smooth confidence, the ad turns into total controlled chaos. It starts off simple and normal enough, but the second a couple casually says, "Shoot," everything instantly turns into one giant misunderstanding.
Shoot.
Okay, I'll shoot,
What's happening?
but I don't see any hoop.
No, I said that because of, I'm sorry, shoot.
I'll shoot. Where's the hoop?
They don't have one.
You stop saying yes.
I didn't know.
Caitlin Clark reacts immediately, like she's still in the middle of a game. The second she hears the word shoot, it's like pure muscle memory takes over, and suddenly she looks ready to launch a three-pointer even though there isn't even a basket anywhere nearby. That becomes the main joke of the whole commercial. No matter where she is or what's happening, her brain is always locked into basketball mode. Meanwhile, Reggie Miller, one of the greatest shooters the NBA has ever seen and a player famous for impossible deep shots himself, is standing there watching the entire situation become more and more ridiculous. The couple keeps repeating, "Shoot." The confusion keeps growing, and every pause makes the misunderstanding even funnier. Then Jimmy Butler steps in with the perfect line that pushes the whole thing over the top. The way he delivers it makes the scene even more chaotic, because now everyone is reacting differently, while Caitlin still looks completely serious, like she's seconds away from pulling up from 35 feet without thinking twice.
Don't worry. State Farm makes it easy to file a claim on the app for a new car or even that old Pacer.
Someone call for an old pacer?
What really makes the joke work is that Caitlin Clark never tries too hard to be funny. There's no overacting, no exaggerated facial expressions, and no forced comedy moments. She plays it completely straight, like her normal competitive instincts just accidentally showed up in the wrong situation. And honestly, that makes it even funnier. It feels natural instead of scripted, which is why people connected with it so quickly. Then came the Capital One commercial, the one that completely exploded online. This was the moment Caitlin officially stepped into the level where she could stand beside global sports icons and still feel like a main character. The setup is simple. Samuel L. Jackson, Magic Johnson, and Charles Barkley are sitting together in a diner booth for the yearly March Madness campaign. This is the same famous commercial series that has featured names like Larry Bird, Spike Lee, and even references to Michael Jordan over the years. It's one of the biggest recurring sports ad campaigns in America. And when Caitlin walks into that scene, she doesn't show up as a quick cameo or some background appearance. She walks in like an equal, a fourth star sitting right beside some of the most recognizable names in sports and entertainment.
3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card.
Someone say 3?
Caitlin, she lives for the threes.
From way down the counter.
Oh, no cheese?
Magic Johnson sees Caitlin Clark walk in and instantly lights up with that famous 333 greeting And that's the moment the whole commercial starts feeling bigger than just another ad. Because once behind-the-scenes clips started spreading online, people realized Magic was genuinely excited to meet her. Not in a fake celebrity way, but in a real basketball respect kind of way. He's openly compared Caitlin's impact on the WNBA to what he and Larry Bird did for the NBA back in the day. That's serious praise coming from someone who helped change the entire league forever. Then Charles Barkley immediately starts joking with her like she's already been part of the group for years. And that's what made the commercial feel so different. Nobody treats her like the new kid trying to fit in. The energy feels natural, like she already belongs in that space beside some of the biggest names in sports history.
That triple threat.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Everything good?
Yeah,
My pleasure to meet you. You're going to love the guys.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? How are you?
The commercial takes everything that makes Caitlin Clark special on the basketball court and turns it into comedy in the smartest way possible. Her accuracy, her timing, her calm confidence, even that trick shot style she plays with, it all gets worked naturally into the diner scene. She casually tosses a burger bun across the restaurant and drops it perfectly onto a plate like it's nothing. Then she flicks a cherry onto Magic Johnson's ice cream with the same smooth touch she used throwing impossible cross-court passes at Iowa. And the funniest part is that she never reacts like she did something amazing. She stays completely calm, almost like these ridiculous trick shots are just normal everyday movements for her now. That's what makes the ads so entertaining. It doesn't feel like the commercial is trying to convince people she's special. It assumes the audience already knows. The entire joke is basically, of course she can do that. Haven't you watched her play?
3 scoops. She scores.
Is that pistachio? Uh-oh. She's here. Oh!
Splash.
Oh. Y'all see it? Oh! That's it?
Off the glass.
My face is not a backboard.
And she does all of it with that same little smirk on her face. The exact kind of look Caitlin Clark had after drilling deep threes against LSU during the tournament run. Everyone around her reacts like something unbelievable just happened, but she stays completely relaxed like it was expected the entire time. That contrast is what makes the commercials so funny. The bigger everyone else reacts, the calmer she becomes. But honestly, the coolest part happened away from the cameras. Magic Johnson talking about how she has the same spark he remembers seeing in truly special players made people realize how respected she already is by basketball legends. Then Charles Barkley kept repeating, "She's incredible," almost like he couldn't stop talking about the impact she was already having on the sport. And when praise like that comes from Hall of Fame names who have seen every era of basketball, it carries real weight.
It's not like we're working. This is just fun and funny, and we just get to have a good time.
I'm way down the counter.
Caitlin has a great personality, too. She's into it just as much as we're into it.
You can do better.
You can poke fun at her.
She handled it.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
That was noise. That was awfully good.
Very good.